All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. It's time for another review, so say hello to Ren, Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Log, and TV, and let's get started. If you're not subscribed to the KnivesFAST channel, can you even see that? There you go. If you're not subscribed to the KnivesFAST channel, please consider doing so and hitting that notification bell because you will know when new videos are up or when we're live or any good thing. Nothing bad, of course. No, I'm just kidding. So we have a review of a knife that comes to me by way of my friend Justin at White Mountain Knives. You guys know I'm an affiliate over there. You get 10% off with the code KnivesFAST at checkout. And he sends me knives to look at from time to time, and I buy knives from time to time. I got one of those coming up to review in a little bit, the 6-leaf knife. But this is the Civivi Conspirator, black micarta handle, gray stonewashed nitro V blade. Now, these have already been really popular, guys. I'm going to open this box because I want to show you it does come. I've heard a lot of people talking about are Civivis still going to come in the pouches because I know we seems to have gotten rid of the pouch. But yeah, this Civivi is new and it did come in the pouch with all the goodies. So there you go. We will put that right there where you can see it. And this is another button lock. Guys, we are in a button lock phase. It is official. Well, it's been official, but you know what I mean. So I'm just going to tell you, out of all the button locks, of course, minus high-end stuff like the Malibu, out of all the button lock fury that has happened recently, all the Kaisers, there's even an artisan, I can't remember which one it is now, the Feldspar coming out in a button lock. There's been all these Kaisers. There's been Civivis. This is probably my favorite, and we're going to talk about why in just a minute. Now, of course, it doesn't beat my Malibu. Love the Malibu, but this, as far as a budget under $100 button lock, this is the leader in the clubhouse. Now, I will tell you there are a bunch of different varieties of this guy. White Mountain Knives is currently sold out, but they will be getting more in, I'm told. You can get these over at Amazon for the same price, which is $80. They have them, it looks like, in black micarta, in the Chuborsha wood, however you pronounce that, in a black micarta with a dark Damascus blade, and in a green micarta with a black black stonewash blade. This is obviously a black micarta. And guys, right off the bat, you can see some things that I really dig. There's some serious rolling off of these scales, not just chamfering, but this is some nice rounding. The button is recessed. You do have black hardware with this black micarta, which just looks super, super good. You do have a gray stonewash blade, guys, with a fuller. Absolutely no billboarding on this side or this side, except right down here, Nitro V steel, but no big Civivi logo. You just got the C right here, and that is it. Very, very cool. You got a black pocket clip as well. You do have, it is sitting on the scale, but it is definitely got the flat screws going on and plenty of clearance there. And it is reversible, and it is a deep carry clip. Let's see. Yeah, you got about a sliver sticking out of your pocket. So nothing, basically. You do have this really great chamfer here, which is really cool. Now, this is a button lock, so that's not to get to a lock bar. That's just for your fingers to wrap around really easy right there. You do not have a forward finger choil. You just have a sharpening choil, but you can kind of grab the lock bar if you'd like. The flipper tab if you'd like. There is jimping right here, and it is good and long, so plenty of room for my thumb to grab a hold and actually use that jimping. Very, very cool. Now, guys, let's go ahead and talk about it. This is a bigger knife than a lot of the button locks we've seen. Everybody's making smaller ones. This is a bigger knife. It is taller. It is in both the handle and the blade than a lot of them are, and it is just thicker overall and longer. You can see 4-finger grip here. I still have a little bit of room left over. I do have a nice looking blade here, and we'll go over specs here in just a minute. Look at that stonewash Really, really nice. Got a great looking swedge, beautiful drop point blade, and some really nice work on that fuller there, which we'll talk about more in a moment. You do have some really good looking black liners in there with some terrific weight reduction milling in there. You do have a lanyard post, which I think if you're going to do lanyard, that's the way to do it. You do have back spacers there. Really clean, open design here, guys. Really, really nice. Again, it's a black knife, so it's a little hard to see, but there's your button lock. You can see where it engages on the back of the blade there. Just really cool. Now, let's talk about the lockup again. Really, really good. There is a tiny bit of blade play, guys. And again, you have to understand when these are knives that come in from somebody, I do not adjust them. If this was mine, I would probably lock that pivot down just a little bit. And I bet it would be just fine. Absolutely fine. It's tiny. Now, no lock rock whatsoever. The lock is good and locked up. No problem there. Now, it is a button lock. I am at about, a little bit of an angle, so you do that, and it's going to drop. Very, very nice, as you can see, fidgety and good. Now, you do have that great Civivi flipper tab. You hit it, and it's coming, guys. I mean, let's just see. Can I fail this one? Man, I come a little bit close, but not really. There's a good D10 on this one. There you go. Really, really well done. Centering is dead on. Really, really good in that regard. Now, it is a good middle finger flicker for me. I am not as good at thumb flicking it, but I can do it. As you can see, I have to give it a little bit of wrist to get it to do it. But middle finger flicking is not an issue. I can go high on the fuller. I can go low on the fuller. Very, very nicely done, guys. This has screamed up the chart. Now, you guys know I've said this. There hasn't been a lot from Civivi that has sort of excited me lately. This knife is pretty exciting. Now, it does have some things that remind me. It's a very neutral handle, and you got this fuller and that really classic-looking drop point blade. It reminds me a little bit of both the Subjugator and the Beacon. Has some of those vibes, a little bit different. But again, we have micarta rather than titanium. As you can see here, this micarta is grippy, guys, but it is not like annoyingly grippy. It is still smooth but grippy, and it will take up your oils, of course. If this was mine, I would hit it with some mineral oil or something like that just to darken up that black a little bit, just because that is what I like. But you can see, guys, this is, sorry, I'm too close to the camera. Let me back up here. Very fidgety knife. You can just sit here and do this over and over. I've seen a lot of button locks lately, guys, and this may be the smoothest of them. At first, when I first got it, actually in my unboxing, I said it was a little stiff. You can see that worked out very quickly. I have not adjusted anything. It just worked out on its own. Makes really nice noises. Very, very good. Got some clink and clunk going on there. I don't really hear a ting, but there might be a little bit there. But really, really cool. And there is no stick. Well, there's a tiny bit of button stick there, but only because I psychoanalyzed it. There's really not a lot of button stick there. It'll be gone in no time, and it's probably just because there's a little bit of coating there, or whatever, the gray stonewash. So really, really cool. Let's put it here and talk about specs. So this, guys, again, is a little bigger than a lot of them. It's 8.11, which is a full-size knife in my opinion. 4.63 on the handle. Blade length is 3.48, so just under 3.5. I love a 3.5-inch blade. Nitro V on the steel. I love it, love it, love it. Gray stonewash finish. 59 to 61 on the HRC. Ambidextrous button lock. 3.82 ounces, which is great for me. And guys, nice and thin. I'm going a little long here. Nice and thin. You can see very, very slicey. Yeah. So, screwed that up myself, but let's see. Let's go right here. There you go. Just really, man, I'm all kinds of screwing it up, but you get it. It's very, very slicey. So there you go, guys. The Civivi Conspirator from White Mountain Knives. Again, I'd tell you to go buy him there, but he's currently out. But if you really want one right now, they do have them on Amazon. But keep looking at White Mountain Knives. I bet he'll have them back. And guys, thank you ever so much for everything and for support. Please give me a comment on this one down below. Give me a thumbs up. Sorry I went a little long on this one. And thank you ever so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.